Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in Rebirth. As I went over I talked about it yesterday, and I'll talk about it again today. Well, I'll talk about something else today. But yesterday I started my X3 reunion playthrough, and I'll be continuing on tomorrow. And I mentioned how I've been playing the X series for 8 years now, and I got Steam the day before X3 Terran Conflict came out. One second, I just forgot when Terran Conflict came out, so I'm just double checking. Yeah, so X3 Terran Conflict came out in 2008. So and that was my first game on Steam. So that means I've had Steam for 7 years now, and I still don't quite believe it because, well, it's only been 7 years, but at the same time, it's been 7 years. Like, it doesn't feel like a very long time. The fact of the matter is, that's almost a decade now. I was mid-teens when I got Steam, and that was back when I still used MSN. Does anyone still use MSN nowadays, or is that just dead? Because I shut down my MSN account. I just totally deleted it, Hotmail and everything. Just up and deleted it 2 or 3 years ago. Just because I wasn't using it anymore because I'd switched to Gmail. So that got me thinking. Good for you, Shipjack. So that means Steam has filled the part of my life that used to be filled with MSN. And then that led me to thinking, I have a Facebook account, and I thought about it. I actually use Steam for social networking, for keeping in contact with my friends, more than I use Facebook. There are 3 people I use Facebook to contact, and that's 2 people I just game with on Wednesday. Well, so far just Wednesday nights, and by game I mean tabletop. So we get together at one of our houses and roll dice with character sheets and everything. I'm stuck storytelling for now, though. One of my friends does have ideas for games, so we'll see if I can talk him into doing something. As for Facebook, yeah, it's just 3 people. 2 I game with, and the other one's just a friend I keep in contact with because I find her amusing. Actually, I also use Facebook for, I run a few Facebook pages. One of them being for this YouTube channel. I'm not going to ask you to go like it because I keep forgetting the Facebook page exists for this channel. So don't worry about it. If you want to go like it, you may, but I don't really care if you do. I'm indifferent. Well, yeah, I'm indifferent. Does anyone else use Steam for social networking? Because you could post statuses on Steam, but they're not on. But there's no home page feed which you just see everything. I think you have to go looking for it, which is a bit of a pain sometimes. Whoa, what just happened there? Okay, there we go. Oh, as for the future of this series, I'm going to... Currently I'm working towards the 20 escort missions achievement, so I'm just flying around DeVries looking for escort missions to carry out, medium or easier. And then I decided, yes, after that I will switch to a hard mode game. Whether that is a regular series like this one, or if I just do it one episode or regularly I upload an episode of it. It depends on really what me and my other friend do. Because, like I said, we've got some plans for some collaborative Let's Plays, so we'll see. That's the Ship URV fab. Whoops. Did I... Neighborhood watch, I don't want to do that. So, depending on how many episodes of that we decide to we've got ideas for 2 series, so we'll see. If we end up doing 2 different series, I'll cut back on the Rebirth, just because You guys have seen all of this. Yes, it'd be nice to go back and do the plots with the better patches, but at the same time, I'm not really looking forward to doing the plots with the current managers and combat AI. What is this? Come on. Cartel boss. For now, I'm going to keep going with the two episodes a week, and we'll see what happens in the future with me and the my friend, which I still don't know if he even has set up his YouTube channel yet, if he's planning on do this, or if he already has one, and what its username is. I should have a look, because apparently he is a subscriber, so I could probably already find him. What is this? Protection detail. No, that's not an escort mission. That's a alright, patrol a few sectors and then go give a guy a ride. That's for what I haven't done a lot. Like you just heard, one of my stations just completed. It was the URV parts supply, which should have all its modules now. Needs to buy ion cells. Well, let's see. URV Wharf. What does it buy? It buys reinforced metal plate. So I need to get if I want to keep going in the save, I'm going to need a construction shop to produce reinforced metal plating, or I'm going to have to import it. I think I'll just build a station to do it. Actually, if I'm abandoning the station, I shouldn't be making plans, but because this save is getting kind of irritating, and I haven't gone back and I haven't yet gone through and defended any of my stations, just because I don't have a reliable source of income. Right now, my money just comes in short spurts, and I've been relying on missions a lot to make me money to expand my trading empire. Here. Actually, as back to the social networking topic, one social network I've actually been quite enjoying is Twitter. I don't tweet much, so there's not a lot to say. Like, I have the YouTube set up to automatically tweet out when I release an episode. But that's about it. But I do enjoy, because I do watching the I enjoy watching drama. If it was some of the things I've seen are almost like a bad soap opera. Whoa. Let's see. Tell me more about this mission. Very hard. No, thank you. Guess that guy's not used to getting rejected. But yeah, what button am I? No, that's why I can't use the boost. It's because there's no shield. Shields are drained. What's this? Cartel boss vulnerable? Nope. Oh, one thing I've been enjoying. Something I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it till now, but the little details that went into this game, just for background decorations. Like, you see those solar flares over there? I just noticed a few weeks ago that they're animated, and it's so satisfying watching them expand like that. Like, I haven't watched them enough to see if they repeat, or if it's just a very, very long repeating it. Well, to see how often they repeat, if it's just a very long repeating image. But they are so satisfying to watch. And there's another one somewhere. There's the elevators, which I've shown off before. And I think it's over here. I saw one of them. Oh, yeah, I saw it. The little train. So many, the little details that went into the station design, so satisfying to watch. Makes this universe feel so alive. What did I just bump into? Am I bumping into something? Oh, I'm bumping into the satellite dish. But yeah, the little subway train, so fun to just. I spent 10 minutes a couple days ago just watching it go back and forth. And then on the apartment modules, there's the maybe I'll find one at my next destination. But those little details are so nice that you just don't get in the previous X games. Like, yes, X3 Reunion is probably my it's probably still going to be one of my favorites just because it was the first that got me into the series for nostalgia value. But X Rebirth, definitely my favorite modern one. And X Reunion is the nostalgia for just the fact it's quite old. And it's once again, it was the first X game I that I played, and it was the one that got me learning. Although now I have to totally relearn how to play it. The interface is so different from any of the other games. Like X Beyond the Frontier and X2 The Threat had a similar interface. Then they totally mixed it up for X3 Reunion, and then they mixed it all up again in Terran Conflict when they introduced the sidebar menu, which has got quite an improvement in this game. And I noticed there's a mod you can get in the Steam Workshop for this game that allows you to add what's the word I'm looking for? Add categories and stuff to the trading menu. Whoops. Does this thing have a habitation module? Oh, apparently it doesn't. Oh well. But yeah, excuse me. I've shown it before. There's a little elevator that goes up and down the apartment modules. What am I looking for? Oh, there's always one over here. There's usually one right there. There we go. Protection detail. Nope. So yeah, I'm after I get this achievement, which I'm only a few missions away from. Should be able to do it either. I'll have it done by next week. I'm gonna make that a promise, so I have to keep it. If I don't, feel free to berate me for slacking. Like I've responded to a few comments like that, where people are like, "Oh, where's this? Are you keeping this up?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, just." It was the X2, the threat sim guy was saying he wanted to see the. I apologize in advance for not remembering your username. I'll get it for the next episode. I'll mention you. But he was like, "Where's the X2?" He wanted to see the rest of the series. I'm like, "Oh, I've just recorded a few episodes. I slacked off in the winter season. Feel free to berate me for it." Thank you for not, but once again, I do give people permission. I don't mind criticism comments or "where is this?" I don't like the comments as "oh, this sucks, you suck." Those I ban you for. If you want to criticize me, do so constructively. I can sound like I'm a lot popular than I am, but I actually haven't been getting many comments. Escort meeting very hard again. No, thank you. Yeah, I've tried them, and you get like 20 fighters, so I'm like, nope. Especially since I haven't been. Let's try. I don't normally have much luck there, so let's try it anyways. I don't get many comments. I'm making myself sound, like I said, I'm making myself seem a lot popular. I'm not. I get one comment every now and then. I've just had to ban 2 people for being asses. And the rest of you are great. I love the comments. Probably the highlight of my day, actually, getting comments. Which is really sad to say now that I think about it, since there's so few of you. Wow. That's kind of sappy. Oh well. Things happen. We've established that I am not manly in the traditional sense. Like many, many episodes ago, I was running away in a manly fashion, which is not the traditional manly. Oh, here we go. There's the, is there a habitation module here? Looks like there may be. So, habitation modules look like they're in here. Here we go. Is it on this side or the other side? Looks like what I'm looking for is on the other side, yep. Well, let's check this mission. Neighborhood watch, no thank you. And there we go. Yeah, the little elevator guy. They're like, oh, there's another one over here. And another one in there. Look at all the little elevators. They're everywhere. Makes sense. You don't want just one elevator. You want a whole bunch of them so people aren't waiting, so it doesn't getting over cramped. Especially because you'd want to try to have one going up and one going down. Not that I'm an architect, so I don't know the true. Um, I just know that 2 is an optimum number. Just so you can have one going up while one goes down. Actually, when was the last time I used an elevator? I prefer to take the stairs myself. I remember the last time I used the elevator. It was several years ago, and I had just gotten my wisdom teeth out. So I was higher than a kite off the painkillers. And I thought I was good enough to walk. So I'm like, oh, I'll take the stairs. So I shuffled my way over to the stairs, looked at the stairs, realized I couldn't lift my feet, and decided I'll take the elevator. So I got in the elevator. Man, I was out of it that day. I remember I couldn't eat, like 20 minutes later got home from the, no, 10 minutes later got home from the dentist's office. And there, I'm like, oh, I'm better to take the stairs. So I shuffle my way over to the stairs once again. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, I can't take the stairs. So we had to clear a path to the back door because we don't exactly. It was, I think, fall, so the way wasn't exactly clear. But my dad had to clear a path for me to walk to the back door, pick up the laundry off the floor because I couldn't even lift my feet off over that because someone had left their clothes on the floor. And then I shuffled my way down to the couch downstairs because I wouldn't have made it up to my bedroom, and I fell asleep on the couch. And then several hours later, I made a fool of myself by suggesting that I wouldn't mind getting in bed with one of my friends and her boyfriend. That was awkward. Especially since I don't like the guy in that way. He's a friend of mine, but no, I'm not bi. I like girls, not guys. I don't know why people think I'm gay. I make it clear I'm not. Oh well, people are weird. Although I think the weirdest was when someone said I was angry. Why am I rambling so much? I guess it's just because I'm wandering around looking for missions to do. This is a dead end. So next episode, will definitely be the first episode of the hard mode. Because I'm out of things to do in this, especially until there's a new patch out. What are the differences in hard mode? That's going to be one thing. Because the last time I played a hard mode game was X3 Terran Conflict and Albion Prelude. It was the Dead is Dead mode, and what that is it's not any more difficult. The game is the same difficulty, but you start with very little, and you have to make lots of money. But if you die, the game deletes your save, which is apparently that genre has actually gotten quite popular in recent years. I noticed there's a lot more games that like the platformer style games where you have to where you can't save your progress, so you start at the beginning. Dark Souls, I looked at it. It's the same kind of idea where if you die, you get set back a whole lot. I just don't see the need for such difficulty. It sounds like a pain to me. I'm not much one for rage games, and that's just what Dark Souls seems to be to me. Rage inducing. When I get frustrated, I just leave. I don't keep going. I was about to get off the highway here, but no, those are my stations. One thing I like about the empty zones thing is, well, yes, you could keep going forever, but then you get things like this, where your ships are off in the middle. Why is this guy doing all the way up there? Just looking for trades way out in the abyss? Weird. That's one thing I need. I need a ship, a whitelist or something, so I can force one ship to sell only, so that way I can get goods moving. Because I could make a lot of money just supplying this shipyard with goods. I could move them manually, but that's a bit too micro for me. Which I'll be doing quite a bit of micro in the hard mode game because it's going to be. I think combat is more difficult, so it'll be harder for me to make money. So I think I'm going to call the episode here, guys. I will see you in the next one. Sorry for the third rambling episode in the row. I did talk about some interesting things at the beginning, but that was about it. Just more rambling. I will continue on looking for escort missions in my off time. And yeah, see you in the next episode, which will be hard mode, I promise. Even if I don't get the achievement in this save, I will play hard mode, and I'll just keep the save going in the background to get those, to get that achievement. Bye.